Welcome to Narcissism Freedom. Whether you're coming back to the channel or joining us for the first time, I want to welcome you into a space of clarity, restoration, and truth. Here, we speak gently but honestly about the pain of narcissistic abuse and the beauty of rising from it. Today, we're exploring a turning point in many survivors' journeys, the moment of silence, the moment of separation, the moment that shakes the narcissist to their core. It's called NoContact, and it's not just a survival tactic, it's their worst nightmare. You see, narcissists crave control. They build their sense of self by draining others. They mirror your light, manipulate your emotions, and condition you to believe that their chaos is normal. But the moment you go no contact is the moment their illusion begins to unravel. Suddenly, they're no longer the center of your world. Suddenly, their words don't reach you. Their games no longer work. Their hooks, once buried deep in your emotional body, begin to lose their grip. And to a narcissist, that loss of control feels like death to the false self they've created. They may pretend not to care. They may even discard you first, hoping to punish you or push you into chasing them. But when you choose silence, not out of fear, not out of spite, but out of sacred self-respect, that's when they realize the game is over. The source of supply is gone. The validation is gone. The person they once manipulated into staying through guilt, confusion, and trauma bonding is gone. And what's left? An echo. A silence that speaks louder than any confrontation ever could. No contact isn't about hurting the narcissist. It's about saving yourself. It's about pulling back all the energy you once poured into trying to be enough for someone who is never capable of seeing your worth. No contact says, I no longer give you access to my peace. It says, I release you so I can reclaim me. And that's powerful. In the spiritual realm, this boundary is more than emotional, it's protective. Ephesians 5 verse 11 tells us, have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them. Sometimes exposure doesn't look like confrontation. Sometimes it looks like silence, distance, and divine detachment. You don't have to argue. You don't have to defend yourself to someone committed to misunderstanding you. God sees what you couldn't. And when He moves you into no contact, it's not just for your sanity, it's for your calling. Because when you remain tied to a narcissist, your energy is constantly being siphoned. Your intuition is clouded. Your purpose becomes delayed. But when you go no contact, you begin to return to yourself. The fog lifts. Your nervous system slowly unwinds. You start to hear your own voice again. That quiet whisper within that says, you are never the problem. That divine nudge that reminds you, this is not the end of your story. The narcissist often expects you to come back. They rely on the patterns they trained you into, the need to explain yourself, to fix the unfixable, to chase what hurt you. But when you break that pattern with silence, with stillness, and with peace, it disorients them. They don't know who you are anymore, and that's a good thing. Because who you are now is not someone they can manipulate. No contact also reveals something deeper, that your healing matters more than being understood by someone who is never listening. That your boundaries are not cruelty, they're clarity. That your silence is not weakness, it's wisdom. When you stop explaining, you start reclaiming. Reclaiming your energy. Reclaiming your identity. Reclaiming the parts of you that were slowly being erased by the gaslighting and emotional chaos. And yes, the narcissist may circle back. They may try to hoover, bait, or guilt trip you. They might disguise it as an apology or a casual message. But the truth is, they're not coming back because they've changed. They're coming back because your absence exposed how much power you actually had. They don't miss you, they miss the access. They miss the control. But you've outgrown that version of yourself who tolerated confusion as love. Now you see clearly. Now you choose peace over patterns. Staying no contact is a daily act of self-respect. It's not easy. There are days when grief rises. Days when you second-guess yourself. But those feelings are not signs to return. They're signs that you're healing. That you're detoxing from a trauma bond. That you're remembering who you were before you were manipulated into shrinking. You don't need closure from a narcissist. Their actions already told you everything. What you need is compassion for yourself, grace for the version of you that didn't know better, and courage for the version of you that's rising now. The version of you that said, enough. The version of you that chose the hard path of healing over the familiar pain of staying stuck. If this message resonates with you, feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your presence helps others find the strength to walk their own healing path. And if you feel led, you can support the growth and mission of this channel through the support hub link below. Your voice matters. Your healing matters. And your silence, your sacred, intentional silence, is echoing louder than you know. Keep going. You're doing better than you think, and freedom is already unfolding inside you.